Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. It's Saturday the 14th of February. Happy Valentine's. Thank you for watching. I just wanted to get this one out to you quickly, even though I'm out on the road at the moment, as you can tell. I just wanted to show you the latest from the CFS, which falls in line with most of the models as to the idea of higher pressure building, but it's not so bullish as others are. Take a look, see what you think. So this is the 7 to 10 day mean of the 500 millibar flow from the ECM WF on the left here, from the GFS on the right. This is for the period from next Saturday through to Tuesday the 24th. And what you can see here, look, is both the ECM WF and also the GFS strengthening the jet here, although discrepancies between the two over exactly where that jet is going to be. You notice if we just zoom in to the ECM WF, look, I'm just going to turn that around for you actually. There's the UK, and look, it brings the jet stream through the UK. If we look at what happens on the GFS, let's just get to there, and there it is, look, jet stream much further north. So the ECM WF seeing things far more unsettled than the GFS, and actually the ECM WF falls more in line with the CFS. Temperatures not too much to be worrying about. Look, we're seeing fairly steady temperatures over the next sort of 15 days. Now, rainfall-wise, the GFS just showing really nothing at all for many areas over the next 7 days. This is the forecast ending the end of next Saturday. And look, just really low totals, 3-4 millimetres perhaps across the east, higher totals across western Scotland, northwest England, western Wales, northern Western Ireland, because of fronts that are going to pound into there, particularly some pretty heavy bursts of rain across western Scotland. But you see that feature generally is showing us as dry conditions. High pressure trying to build into the south, yes, may go a little bit more westerly at times, but overall the emphasis on drier weather. But that's not particularly what the ECM WF sees, particularly later in the week. Some discrepancies then between the models. This is the forecast from the CFS from Levi Cowan, and this is Tropical Tidbits. And what it shows us here is the forecast for day 1 to 5. So that's from today through to the 19th of February. And look, showing us an anomaly of ridge of high pressure building in across the country. Yes, dry conditions coming through during the early stages of next week. What you notice though on here, and it's probably a feature of it trying to average things out, is the trough, double trough feature that's out here in the Mediterranean just at the moment. This is pulling in cooler air from off Russia, and you notice though in this section of the trough here, look, cool air can't get in because the source air is actually around this ridge. So this trough here kind of weakens out, so that by the next period, so this is day 6 to 10, taking us up to the 24th of February, we've still got this trough off towards the east, but you notice that the one that was there for the west has virtually disappeared. Here's the ridge still in higher than normal heights, but look, a stronger westerly flow showing on the CFS, and almost this is stronger than it was showing on the GFS. So I think what we need to pull from this is that during that period, look, the westerly is trying to get going, particularly more across the northern part of the country. And I think Scotland coming back, you know, into some more unsettled conditions, particularly next weekend into the early part of the following week. I think the CFS is better on this than the GFS, and this is days 11 to 15, 24th to the 1st of March, and yeah, we've got a slight ridge in here, but the jet is kind of still there across Scotland, lower than normal heights, so indicating that quite a strong westerly getting going. It's certainly leaning into what the ECM WF is seeing. We do like this idea, well, we don't obviously like the weather, but we do like the idea of a more unsettled start to March. And from the 1st until the 6th, it's trying to get higher than normal heights out here across Scandinavia, perhaps starting to try and get in more of south-southeasterly flow across Scandinavia, but across the British Isles, look, this westerly still trying to persist. I think the jet's trying to break into two, north and south of the country, and probably what it does is it leans into East Anglia, South East England, perhaps Southern England being dry, but still these outbreaks of rain. Scotland, Northern England and Ireland, probably not too bad temperature-wise. The emphasis going back to unsettled conditions. Then forecast for days 21 to 25, which takes us from the 6th of March to the 11th of March. ridge still out towards the east. Look, this trough feature out here in the Atlantic. I'm just wondering if it's trying to build this ridge back in, so trying to get that ridge back into the country, leading into dry conditions. But with a trough out here, we've got a flow that's coming out more as a southerly, so perhaps it then does a switch and puts Ireland, Western Wales, southwest England, and perhaps western parts of Scotland in more unsettled conditions, with the east and the south becoming drier. I think that's probably got more uncertainty to it, but I think what we need to watch for is this unsettled end to February and beginning of March. That was what was in our original long ranges, and looking at this, I can't see any reason at the moment just to be changing that. So I'll leave you with that for now. But if you do want us to tell you when these videos are updated, just send an email to this address that's on the screen at the moment, and we'll send you an automatic email when the forecasts are updated. Don't worry, we don't send you a load of junk, and your email address stays with us. So whatever you're doing, hopefully that's been useful for you, but keep the sun shining, and bye for now.